yo, check it. Yeah. Nah. What's the deal, people? What's poppin', baby? What it is? Yeah. Back with you with another one. I'm back at you with another one. I'm back at you with another one. I'm back at you with another one. What's that? That Bernie Mac shoulders. Yeah, what's the deal, everybody? I'm back in this thing like I never left, and you feel me? Got some more updates for you, man. We got a stimulus coming. About a month, we should expect it to show up in our bank accounts as direct deposits, and possibly some people via the postal mail in the form of a paper check, right? But to expand on some things that we can do with our second stimulus, right? I think we have the opportunity to really key in and go in on group economics, right? As we noticed, we have so many opportunities, right? A lot of people, I remember they were posting online on Facebook, hey, if you got your stimulus check and you were getting $600 a week, at the end of the day, after a certain amount of time, you should have this much amount of money. What have you done with it? And I always looked at it like, wow. It kind of made me think of it from two angles. Like, one angle is like, they really probably were already behind, so that just maybe just gave them a little boost. But imagine if we're in an opportunity in a situation where it's a group of people, right, that are experiencing hardships financially, right, due to the effects of COVID-19, hurricanes, things of that nature. We need to practice, man, group economics and what that's going to require from us in these communities that really are going to need to practice these. I'm from Houston, Texas, right, and I'm closest to the A-Leaf community, a community that I grew up in and went to school in. And, over time it's had its strides, and more recently I think is the opportunity to practice group economics just because, right? So what I think we should start on, man, and if y'all agree, don't forget to swing back to my YouTube channel here, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Everybody hit that notification bell. But what we can do is we can expand on this topic even more if you're interested, right? And just free information to offer people so we can make sure that as a whole overall that we come out of this thing with more money that we had than when we came into it, right? So group economics, right? Business. Let's start with that bullet point. We want to get people together in a think tank, in a study group, in areas, whether it be virtual or online, or whether it be somewhere where we can safely social distance and discuss the topic further in person. But we need to discover some other streams of income that don't require us to physically lift anything, put ourselves in a position where we fatigue ourselves at all, right? So I want to, just throw stocks and bonds out there. It's a lot of opportunities definitely right now. There are companies that are coming up with revolutionary ways to fight COVID-19 and allow for them to bring products to the market that didn't really fit prior to the coronavirus, right? So definitely let's discuss stocks, man. If we got anybody that happens to run across this video, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube, people that are in real estate, man, I know it's very competitive and it's hard to really let a lot of those secrets and strategies out and ways to be successful. But imagine if you worked with a team that was focused on one goal, and you purchased and you managed real estate as a group, not just as an individual, right? So imagine this is just some ideas to throw out there. Imagine if 10 to 20 people from the same community, right, supposedly were able to come up with about $500 each over a certain period of time, right? And they were able to put that money and invest it in a property in an area in their neighborhood somewhere, or just somewhere where they can find property for sale at a good price. Imagine the money that you can make by continuously practicing purchasing the property, leasing it out or reselling it for a higher price point, imagine how easy it could be for everybody in the community to pass these tests, to get these licenses, right? When we share the information, when we come together and we say, hey, this is going to be done for a purpose. So I'm going to be here with you side by side, until we get this thing right. Then once you get in there and you pass, right, and you get your license, boom. Let me get your notes for my son, my daughter, my friend, my cousin, my uncle, my father, my mother, my sister, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how we pass that along, right? It's just a small fraction of the things that we can do together. Once we come together and we get comfortable working in an environment together and we don't have to really clock in, Definitely social media, online media, advertising online. There's a lot of people that I know and a lot of people that you may know that do a lot of things with graphics and advertisement, whether it be digital graphics, photography, doing multimedia. It's a very vast umbrella, right? And it's tough really to, really consider that as a full-time job unless you have like a network with you, people on the same page, willing to grind as hard as you, willing to put in the hours in order to make that project happen, right? Over and over and over again, whether it be, like I said, just you working on creating a documentary, working on an ebook together. One of your friends that does graphics could do the graphics for. You may know somebody that's great at telling stories. You may know somebody that's great at knowing the ins and outs of getting things copyrighted and published, and boom, you guys can work up an agreement to push that book, settle on these social media platforms, Amazon or whatnot, and then you can find a way to collaboratively make money by working together and leveraging the opportunities of the social media. This is just a small fragment, man, of what we can do. If y'all are really, truly interested on being able to be financially free, which is one of my goals, man. I've been kind of mostly pursuing it solo, so I'm really trying to work with people who are in the same field as me. So I'm really definitely extending an arm out for anybody that's interested. Make sure that you leave your contact info in the comments of one of these live streams, whether it be YouTube or Facebook. Leave your comments, man. We can set up something to do a virtual think tank where we can go over several topics and see what can be done, man, working as a team. It never hurts to try. And it always is good to work with the people within your community because you have a common bond, you have a shared goal, and all it takes is two or more people to work at a certain thing, and nothing can stop them. One of them, one of them scriptures in action, baby. So don't forget, man. Get at me for more, baby. Let's make this thing work, baby. Group economics, baby. Let's get it right with this second stimulus, man. Let's invest in one another. Let's invest in companies. Let's invest in our own, small business opportunities, Let's